So we're going to film now putting the Raleigh Evo together. It's an absolute breeze. It takes seconds. It's quite simply open your trunk. Take out your little darling and put it down on a foot peg. The next step now, we're just going to fold her out. So you can see it comes around. Here now we see the catch. It locks into the frame and you bring down over the safety catch. The pedals then fold up on both sides, and the handlebar quite simply just swings up, straight round, and lock in the safety catch. Now stand, and she's ready to go. Okay, I'll talk you through now some of the features of the tyres. It comes with 20-inch wheels, alloy, equipped with puncture resistant Kevlar reinforced tyres. V-brakes, excellent design, these are from the Raleigh stable. The frame is a fully adjustable alloy frame. It's not very lightweight, but it is strong and very sturdy. The flex head stem, again, is a really good, strong, solid design with adjustable height on the bars, which you do not get on a lot of the folding bikes. Front reflector is standard as for UK law, and a 1 1/4 inch head bearing. We have a fully adjustable height on the saddle, so just unfold it. As you can see, I'm over 6 foot, and it comes up to a good height. The front chainring assembly is nothing fancy, nothing to write home about. It's a standard plastic cover on a stamped metal front gear. The cranking arms are anodized aluminium with a standard folding pedal. To release the pedal and fold it, I'll show you now. You quite simply pull the button and fold, and that's all required for stowing the bike. To return then, you just bring it back up, pull the catch and lock in. It's a very good lock-up design. I'm 14 stone, 6 foot, and me standing on the pedals takes my weight easy. The rear derailleur is a standard Shimano Tourney bottom of the range rear derailleur gear. Although it's a lower down in the range, it is actually a really fantastic design. It's got the spooler wheel here to help with gear selection, make it smoother. Although the body is plastic with a metal covering with the Shimano brand, it is a very smooth unit in operation. Shimano rear hub with a glide system, and as we also look at it as well while we're here at the dropouts for the rear hub, this is incredibly thick. Anybody remember the Raleighs of the late 80s, early 90s? It was a piece of tin, and the dropouts used to fold very easy. This is a good, I'm just looking, thinking now, 1/4 inch thick piece of metal in here. This isn't going to break easy. This is part of the reason why the bike is so heavy. This is built strong. This is going back to the old style Raleighs, where it's actually built to last. The luggage rack is another well thought out piece of kit. You have several length adjustments here, as you can pivot the rack forward and rear to the load and size. You have height adjustment on the stands as well, on the legs, to give you height adjustment. So if you want to fit a battery as well underneath, you can do. You can clip your things underneath here, and this is just as well, as there are no lugs on the frame for fitting a water carrier or your pump. Or you could fit your pump to the saddle, and your water bottle can hold nice and safely on it while you ride to work. Next we look at the quality of the splash guards. These are actually a really good thick piece of metal, screwed in at the back, not riveted, so should you wish to unscrew them and repaint them, is totally possible. Centre of the dashboard, we have a lovely area where you can fit all your optical devices. We have a half grip on the right hand side for the Revo Shift Shimano system, and a full grip on the left. Finger lever brakes, which I believe are Tektro, although they're not branded. It is a fully SIS integrated index system from Shimano. Okay, we've got a forward facing camera on now, on the handlebars of the bike. Hope she stays nice and steady for us. Go for a little ride now. We're probably on the roughest roads you can find around it. Now she's a really smooth riding bike. She's getting the right gear. As you can see from the road we are on, there's going to be no road in London worse than this, or potholes or roughness. Drop down the gear. And you've got plenty of torque available to you for the hills in the area. Pick it up a bit. The bearings are nice and smooth running. Another gear, we up into 5th. 6th. 7th. And at the top. And you see it. Start there, folks. Camera went off. Drop it back down the gear. Twist her right back into bottom. Let's get her going. There is a bit of weight to her, I won't lie. She's not as light as my Voodoo Hulu. But then again, that's a bike designed for climbing steep hills. Bit of grading coming on here now. Everybody is now starting to work the crank and bottom gear. I'm in mountain hills, mountain roads, nowhere near like we get in London, so expect a bit of torque. Now once you finish your play, it's easy. You just fold it away. Once again, drop your saddle, hold your pedals, safety catch on the front, pick it up and fold your bars, safety catch on the side, fold your bike, don't forget your kickstand, hold it up. You're now done on your stand. Just open your boot. I'll just throw it in. It's that easy. When we are unfolding the bike, we just quite simply press up this lever here, push it down. It brings over the bolt automatic, and down the handlebars go. Then we fold the centre section. You can quite easily straddle the bike, pick up your kickstand. You pick up the safety catch, pull back the lever, and fold the bike in two. Put down on your foot stand underneath and fold up his pedals, and you're ready to stow the bike once again. So what do I think of the EV2? I think it's a great bike. It's built very strong. It's built Raleigh tough, as it was back in the 1940s. The forks are extremely strong. People complained about fork judder and the braking. I've now had it on these hills. You don't get these in London. What else can I say about it? The Shimano derailleurs and grip shift system works fantastic. Never had a problem with it in the 12 months I've had the bike. Anything else? It can be, excuse me, it can be upgraded for battery. It has to be a pannier mount or a rack mount battery system. I will be doing one and just showing a conversion in a later video. For the hills around here, it could do with a smaller front chainring to deal with the hills. It is a great bike for use around towns and cities. On flat side, it cruises very much like a full-size bike. It's smooth handling, the brakes are good, it's easy to fold. However, you do need a bungee cord or something to hold the bike together when it's folded. You're not going to maneuver it easily around a train station in its folded form. You're better off pushing around folded form, and immediately before you get on the train, fold it then. That's my opinion on it. The bike was around about £400 now. They've stopped production of EV2 at the moment because Raleigh's under new ownership. So you can pick up some real good bargains. This bike of mine is actually going for sale because I'm trading it in and getting something more suitable to the hills around here, like my Voodoo Hoodoo. Bad points, okay, there's no studs in the frame to put your water bottle or your bike pump. You can attach your bike pump to the saddle too and put your water bottle on a pannier or on the bike rack. This is no problem, really. It's just a matter of a different location. Other things I would like to see on the bike, I would like to see the option of fitting discs, especially around here, wet conditions. The old-fashioned rim brakes aren't the best. You do need discs up in the hills with the rain, etc. But all in all, the bike, I probably give it an 8 out of 10. I won't give it a 10 out of 10 because A, the weight, it could be weight saving in some places. I'm disappointed with some of the chrome finish. After only 12 months old, the chrome in some places is tarnishing a tad. I believe it's nickel plated instead of chrome plated, which cheapifies the finished product. Whereas the old bikes, even from now 100 years ago, the chrome is still in good condition. Other things I would like to see on the bike, I would like to see the feature that you'd be able to fit a stem mounted battery. That would free up a cycle rack, and you would not have to buy another saddle rack or back wheel rack to fit a battery system. It has to be a 2-tier mount, because obviously you need the mudguard for water protection, then the rack for the battery, and then the top rack to put your auxiliaries on. These do come in kits, and it costs around about £400 to upgrade the bike to battery. No problem there. It's still cheaper than buying the Raleigh Evo 1, which is available new from Raleigh, for around about £1,000, which I think is a bit backwards thinking, because you're purchasing the older bike when the new bike was available only up till November of last year. So thank you for watching, guys. I think it's a worthwhile bike buying if you're a London commuter in around Bristol, Newport, Cardiff, Swansea, flat cities with moderate hills. I think the bike is perfect. If you're in a hilly environment, the bike is not ideally suited. You either need a smaller front chainring to drop your gear in, or drop your 7th gear down to even lower gear to give you better hill climbing capability. The tyres are good. It's got Kevlar reinforced tyres for puncture resistance, which is what you need in a city where there's a lot of bike thieves, etc. around. But all in all, it's a good bike. It's not a great bike, it's not an amazing bike, but it is a good, solid frame. The frame will last longer than you will. So thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks and bye bye.